Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we're going to be once again returning to the Fan Home Build Your Own Optimus Prime kit. As you can see, we're up to issue number 16. This right leg is really starting to come along. We've got the wheel as well, and we're going to be continuing with the build of that. Before we go any further, let's have a quick look at the magazine just to quickly peruse over, and as always they are covering all bases with movie, trivia, comic, interesting information, and indeed cartoons and toys. So as I keep saying, and I know I sound like a broken record, it really does cover all bases. Even though you are of course building Optimus Prime from the movies, there's lots of the original origins and Transformers, and indeed Japanese Transformers information as well. So these are the parts we've got in the bag. You can see that we're going to be adding this to our already pre-built leg from some of the previous stages, and it also looks like we're going to be attaching the wheel that we built in the last issue as well. So without further ado, let me just open up this and then we'll get ready to get started. So as always, now I've got the parts out ready, so this should flow that little bit easier. So we are carrying on with the right leg number 7, which it says there's all the pieces. We're going to move straight onto here. So this is a plastic piece, this is also a plastic piece, and it also looks like this is how we're going to be attaching the wheel a bit later on. Nice and straightforward, again pretty much just like a jigsaw. You know, you've just got to line everything up, make sure it goes over, and we're looking for 2 MP screws. So on the bags, again I've not shown you this in ages, it does say what the screw is, so you don't even need huge knowledge on different types of screws because it's all labeled up. Oh, I'm knocking everything over, and it's as simple as that. It's all, as I say, it's all labeled up, nothing to really stress about. So let's get these tightened up. This is both plastic, by the way, and that's of course what the P stood for at the end of the MP. So just a recap, it depends if you forgot or if you're new to watching these videos from now. Whenever the screw has got a P at the end of it, it means it's going into plastic, and if it's got an M going in, it means it's going into metal, which funnily enough, I'm sure the piece I'm about to attach is metal because it felt cold to the touch, and of course it feels quite a bit heavier. There's a real good mix of metal and plastic parts with this. To be honest, all the parts of the inside and the inner workings, as you'd expect, are all metal. Right, so we're up to date with that bit. Now I've got to make sure I've got the orientation right. So there it is. This, yeah, that's, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's definitely metal. You can hear that there. So this is going to fit into that. Have I got it the right way around? Let me make sure. It says note the orientation and fit the arm 16G into the lower notch and fixed with a long screw QP. So what I mean by that is, yeah, it's got to be that way around. It can't be the other way around at all, because otherwise, yeah, it would be facing the wrong way. So QP, here's one of these long screws. So although it's going to go through metal, it's going to end up screwing into plastic. So let's make sure these holes are all lined up, and it is telling me to put the screw in this way. So thankfully at the moment, a couple of these stages, they're quite a bit smaller than what they were. So hopefully not taking too long. I'm not too sure, because I buy mine on a subscription, I get them coming in packs of 4 and 5. I don't know, again, in the rest of the world, are they going to, I imagine they'll offer that, but I also would also imagine, said also too many times, that they will come in individual issues as well to, I suppose, just buy at retail. I would, well, I'm just guessing that anyway. So that's gone all the way through there. There's a little bit of play, so that's perfect. And now it's saying that we need to attach this. So let's get the orientation of the leg the correct way. And funnily enough, I can see straight away how that is going to line up. I'm thinking it looks like that is going to go on there, because there's nowhere else for it to go, and that's going to line up straight there. Yes, I'm looking now at this picture here to make sure that that's right, and it's saying a HM screw with a washer. So HM is one of these. There's one of the split washers. Let's just put them over the top, and let's hope that, in fact, what I'm going to do to make, just in case, because you never know with these things, I'm going to put that straight over, rest it on the top, and that should, I'm just going to knocked it off anyway. I was going to say that should make this easier, but I then went and made it more difficult myself. Yeah, definitely, because it's going into metal. Let's tighten this up. Let's make sure that it's not, that's it, not covering what could potentially in the future be something really important. So that's going to move around. This is so, when I say complex, guys, I don't mean in the build, I mean in what this is going to do, the amount of movement and articulation it's going to have. Right, so we've got that. It's now saying to turn this way and take our huge silver bit, which looks the same as that, and it looks like, yep, there you go, 2 holes and 1 hole. So this is going to fit by the looks of it. Let me line this all up. One hole there, 2 holes here. And now that gives us an idea of where that should definitely be. That's all pushed in. Perfect. So that's that bit. That's good. Now we're going to move on to some other part here. This is going to make our own bits of detail. So we've got this. We're turning it that way. The extra bit that it wants is saying is going to go in there. Same as always. There's a cutout and there's a line up of where it's going to go. So once we put that in, that will fit into place like so. Then we've also got what it's saying to do, fix with an MP screw. So that is telling us to fix this part here, which is here, there we go, and to pop it, is it saying in there? I want to make sure that this is the right way and it's not going to be moving around. Orientation at the top, that looks to be going there. So MP screw is one of these, and let's pop this in. The detail on this is crazy, for, as I say, for in every aspect, in the fact that you've got, oh, let me just get that to slightly hold it in. Now I'll hold it, that's better. I'm not going to go too tight because again, I just want to 100% make sure. Oh, have I gone on the side? I thought I'd gone a bit on the squiff there. It's hard to tell, especially with the plastic ones. So let's pop that in. Let's just line this up a teensy bit more. I don't want to go too tight because it is plastic. There's a little bit of play still there, so let's go a teeny bit more. Okay, that's stopped that. There we go. That's lined that up. Let's turn this over. Nearly done on this stage, so now I just want to make sure it's perhaps just a teensy bit, a little bit too much movement there. So I am going to go a little bit tighter. I think it's because, in all honesty, it wasn't flat. Yeah, there you go. That's better. So now let's turn this way around. And this is now going to go according to this. Again, 2 things to line up. It looks like, let me make sure I'm getting this right. It looks like that's going to go down there and that's going to go up there. But I'm looking to, in fact, sorry, I wasn't showing that on screen. It looks like I need these to go in there. Is that going to, yes. So that's going in there. That's just fit all around there, just with a little bit of pressure. That's just fit into there. Now this is going to then fill in this gap here as well. That's it, pushing all that in. Wow, look at the detail starting to come on here. And then the final part, by the looks of it, we're down here, is attaching this to this. Oh, I've just knocked it down. Push it in. Wow. Look at how this is coming on now. I'm going to have to zoom out very quickly because... Oh, I've zoomed it. Because of the size of it. Wrong way. Look at the size of this now. That's just like the top of the thigh. That is crazy, but so good at the same time. And yep, I can confirm that that is the right way because that is what we're looking at exactly there. There you go, guys. Really starting to come together now. This is stage 16.